What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back at it on day 2 out here in Athens, Texas. And boy, we started out with a good old time this morning. Truck problems. Yeah. So I was riding with my son in his truck, because how we normally do this for mobilization, we've got another trailer here. Once I finish up today, we were going to haul the skid steer off. Nevertheless, truck went down again. This is like the 3rd or 4th time in the last month and a half, 2 months that this truck's been in the shop. So we're having a bad time of it, whatever you want to say. When it rains, it pours, blah, blah, blah. I put a post out on social media, Instagram, all that, and everybody's like, oh, you need to buy a Chevy, you need to buy this, blah, blah, blah. The point is, nothing is built to last anymore. Keeping with that thing in mind, we don't want that to be the case about the way that we build things. But it is a sad truth, isn't it, about how things are manufactured, things are made today. It's very tough to get things to make it past the point of just paying for them. I'm still paying for these trucks. Only 4 years old, maybe 250,000 miles on this truck. It's a 4,500 Dodge Ram. This thing should be going, I think, for another at least 200,000 miles. And I'll feel like I got my money's worth, because we're talking over $100,000 to equip these trucks, to get them ready to haul and do all the stuff that it takes to maintain. And I can't keep the stuff out of the shop. I mean, and then it goes from my 3,500. This particular truck, I had bought a new one to replace that one that I put Brandon in, and I got this one fixed. Had like a flex plate or something that had went out, and so we got that fixed, and I put my son in it, and then right back to the shop, something with the radiator, right back to the shop, something with, you know, all this stuff. Anyways, stuff breaks down, and so do we. All right, well, I'm here day 2 in Athens. That's what's going on. You see my pad site, a little better lighting than it was last night when I was here, but today it's all about this roadway. I had the guys bring in the gravel that I'm going to be using here. You can see how all this sand is wallowing up, and I was out here yesterday cutting this pathway out. Okay, I used my dozer blade and I was cutting on each side and mainly building up a crown that's going to go here in the center. This morning I brought out some Geotech, which is in the back of my truck, very nicely hanging out there. It fit a lot better on the other truck. We're going to lay that out, but first I got 2 culverts I'm going to put in the bottom area. I'm going to set those culverts in place, and then we'll be starting the process of building this road. And I would assume that by the end of the day, we're going to have this done. Let me say this. The garage area is going to be right over here. Talked to the client yesterday. They're going to have a 20-foot apron that comes out from the garage out this way. So I'm going to bring this parking area pretty close to where a lot of this gravel already is. But for the Geotech, we're going to use that where we can and bring that all the way up this way. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy this video. Let's get it going. Okay, what we're trying to do is determine where we want to set these culverts. I really wish it was a little, maybe about 4 foot longer, but I kind of cut the sides out really large So it makes it look like these culverts are not gonna work, but I think it will. Okay. All right, guys, looks like there's going to be a part 2 of this video. Too many things not going the right direction today, but it's okay. Goes with the territory. I'm going to get some more dirt brought in so I can officially complete what I want to do on the road. I've tried to use what I got, but there's some things that I'm really not liking about it. And I've had to cut into the side of the hill over here in the pad, where I just did this yesterday. So this is not the end of the video, but it's the end of the day for me. It's just hang on just a minute, okay? I'll be right back showing you guys what we're gonna do. This is what I'm talking about. I don't want this to be so high, so I want to transition this a little bit more. And I need more dirt right in here just to build all of this up, going over those culverts that I'm putting in. I think it's gonna work good, and I need more dirt here on the side of that pad over there. There's no reason for me to cover all this up with gravel, because then I gotta build it up with gravel. We're gonna use the Geotech on this. So once we put that down, there's no cutting into it. We'll just be adding to it with more gravel. So it's already getting later in the day. I need fuel. There's so many things. Not gonna complain anymore about it today. I'm done. All right, now for part 2. Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday. And for those of you that know, we had some truck problems. Well, we got a new truck right here. This is the 5500 Dodge Ram 2026, loaded out, ready to haul. You might say, what happened to the other truck? Well, got a new transmission, 180,000 miles. Fortunately, the Aisin transmission is more affordable. Even though it's the better transmission, it's more affordable than the older transmissions, so it wasn't the worst situation. We've already got that truck back and putting it back to work as well, but we needed another truck because we got another driver trying to do more. That's what we're trying to do. But this is a great, big, beautiful setup. Genesis Trucking Accessories, I think that's the name of them. Peter over there did a great job getting our lights and all that stuff loaded out with our skirted bed. And we're back in business. So I got to head over here, finish this job in Athens. We got the road base left to do, as well as a little bit more dirt work around the sides. So yeah, it's going to be a great Saturday, and I'm enjoying the weather a little bit too. So let's get it going. All right, well, we made it down here this morning in Athens. Truck did great. This is the summarization of where we're at right now. Basically, this is my entrance, and this is the work that I began the other day. We've actually had a full week for this to set up, and we've had some trucks come through here again, and it's been kind of rain tested. So we've actually had water come down through here and flow out and under and back on that way. What does that tell us? That tells us that we're doing the right thing. Now, I'm gonna be adding some more dirt in here just to finish this off. And this is the gravel that I'm gonna be laying today. So I'll have to clean the pad off. I have to lay all this gravel. We have to lay the geo mat that I've got there. And here's what I'm doing here on this side. I had ate into some of this that I built up. I'm not mad that it rained out here because it's all more compacted now, which is going to make this pad really ready. But I needed to clean up around the edges of this pad, so a little more dirt, and I'm going to add some elevation to the road before I start laying the gravel down. So the geo mat, the Geotech that we're going to use, that will help limit loss of gravel and conserve, you know, like it all getting pushed and squished into sand and all this. So it keeps a barrier and a divider there, making it to where we get a little more use out of the gravel. And it'll hold, so you won't have as chance of maybe as much rutting and all those kind of things. So we're ready to roll. Let's get it going. It's been going good. I want to show you some of the progress before we start rolling out the geo mat. I was able to lay a pretty good shape on this. I did not do crazy things as far as tracking this in because I'm kind of worried that it's going to rain on me today. The goal here is to build this up where there's no real fear of this washing out. And to have good drainage that goes down past it. And the main thing I was trying to accomplish today is there was a real sharp hump right here. So I had this dirt brought in so we could build this up, make it a little more gradual and smoother as you're driving up and over, so that we didn't have like a hump right here where the culverts were and a low sag right here between where we're going up over there. So mainly to make it a good transition between all the terrain that's going on. So we're going to start laying out this Geotech. I'm gonna set up a time lapse maybe while we do this, so you guys kind of see us progress along here. All right, let's get it going. We are almost to the gate and it just started raining. Hopefully it's gonna let up because I got quite a bit more left to do and it's only 1:30. Again, when you're laying out this mat, ultimately you're just trying to get center coverage. I'm probably gonna end up laying more gravel here. Ultimately what it does is it keeps the gravel from sinking as much. So it kind of makes it all one system. All right, well, see how long we can keep this up. It's the end of a long day. I don't even know what time it is, but I think we've been here for quite a while. I might have got 8 hours on this pad. Not the pad, but the road today. There was really a lot to do because I not only was building up the road with the dirt, then we had to lay the geomat, which we did. And then I had to work with the gravel. So I think it turned out pretty nice. I'm a little frustrated though, because when they brought all this dirt, they put it on my pad and it was already done. So, which meant I had to kind of rework that. So it took me more time. Like I said, we started without a road. Now we have a road and it leads in. I had a little bit of gravel here left, so I made some parking here. Now they're actually going to have like a 20 by 20 apron leading into the garage area. But for now, I just took some of this leftover gravel. For the moment, it's really all about accessibility. That's what this is about at this time. We want to make sure that if we send people out here to work, that they can in fact get all the way to the structure where we're going to be building. You don't want to have any excuses. So that's what it's all about for accessibility, making sure that they can get in here. Now, like I said, I do not have time to fine tune some of this in here, so it's kind of rough. Not the way I really want to leave it, but gonna have to this time. I packed it as good as I could, but ultimately you can see kind of that's where the pad's gonna be up there. And again, the pad is not perfect either. I left it in much better condition the other day, but when the guys come, they'll be able to work with it and fine tune what they need to do. But this right here was some of the other reasons we were able to add all the additional fill here that we needed. I would have liked to have got over here earlier this week, but it rained and we had a lot of other circumstances that were happening this week. So needless to say, we had to buy a new truck, had to get a new transmission on another one. Let's see, what else did we do? Hired a couple more guys. We spent some time on some of our major projects as well. Had production meetings, site visits, all of the things. So anyways, here's our site. This is where we're going to be building a brand new Barndominium right here in Athens. Hope you guys are going to sign up for this one. Subscribe to the channel. We got more coming. And watch these videos, dang it. That's why we make them. All right, we appreciate you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the stuff, LinkedIn. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching. Texas best.